Life for Mind presents. What's the secret ingredient that makes some relationships thrive while others crumble? Could it be the strength of the bonds we build? Indeed it might be. The bonds we form in our relationships, whether they be of friendship, romance, or family, play a crucial role in shaping our lives. These bonds can be as gentle as a comforting breeze on a warm day, or as strong as an anchor holding a ship steady amidst a storm. They are the invisible threads that connect our hearts, minds, and souls, weaving a tapestry of shared experiences, mutual respect, and deep affection. Having strong bonds in our relationships can lead to a more fulfilling and happier life. They provide us with emotional security, a sense of belonging, and the knowledge that we are loved and valued. These bonds are our safe harbor in life's turbulent sea, a place where we can find solace, comfort, and understanding. They are our cheerleaders in times of joy, and our shoulder to lean on in times of sorrow. But these bonds don't just magically appear. They are cultivated and nurtured over time, through shared experiences, empathy, and mutual respect. They are built on a foundation of trust, honesty, and open communication. They require effort, patience, and a willingness to be vulnerable. So why is this so important? It's because these bonds influence our overall well-being. They can boost our happiness, improve our mental health, and even extend our lifespan. They can also provide us with a sense of purpose, giving us something to strive for and a reason to get out of bed in the morning. But here's a thought-provoking question. If these bonds are so vital, why do we often neglect them? Why do we allow our busy lives, our preoccupations, and our fears to get in the way of building and nurturing these precious connections? The answer is simple. It's because building lasting bonds isn't easy. It requires time, effort, and dedication. But the rewards are worth it. So, how can we build these lasting bonds? Let us break it down into 5 crucial stages. The first stage is all about planting the seed. This is where it all starts. Let's take a moment to appreciate the power of first impressions. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and in the realm of relationships, this couldn't be truer. Think of it as an artist's first stroke on a blank canvas, setting the tone for the rest of the masterpiece. Now, the seed of a relationship can be anything. It could be a shared interest, like a favorite book, or a love for hiking. Or it might be a mutual friend who thinks you'd hit it off perfectly. Whatever it is, this seed is the initial connection that sparks the potential for a deeper bond. But here's the thing. The seed alone isn't enough. Just like a gardener can't just plant a seed and expect a tree to sprout overnight, we can't expect a relationship to blossom without providing the right conditions for growth. Think of this stage as laying the foundation for a house. The stronger this foundation, the more resilient the house will be to storms. In the same vein, the more effort you put into understanding and respecting each other's boundaries and values at this stage, the deeper and more resilient your bond will become. The art of relationship building is a process, not an event. It's a journey that requires patience, commitment, and most importantly, effort. Just like a seed needs water and sunlight to grow, a relationship needs time and effort to build a strong bond. Once the seed is planted, it's time to nurture the bond. This stage is about fostering trust and mutual respect. Now, let's delve into how we can create an environment conducive to the growth of this bond. Imagine your bond as a fragile seedling. It needs the right amount of sunlight and water to grow. In the context of relationships, sunlight and water represent communication and understanding. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's not just about talking, it's about listening, understanding, and responding. It's about sharing your thoughts, your feelings, and your experiences, and being open to your partner's perspectives. Understanding, on the other hand, is the ability to see things from your partner's point of view. It's about putting yourself in their shoes, empathizing with their feelings, and respecting their opinions. It might not always be easy, but it's essential for the growth of your bond. Trust and respect are the soil in which our bond grows. Trust is the belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of your partner. It's about feeling safe and secure in their presence. Respect is about acknowledging the worth and dignity of your partner. It's about valuing their individuality, their strengths, and their weaknesses. So, to nurture your bond, you need to communicate effectively, understand empathetically, and foster trust and respect. It's a continuous process, not a one-time effort. Remember, a bond is like a plant. You have to keep nurturing it for it to grow. The third stage is about facing and overcoming challenges. This is where bonds are tested. As we journey through the landscape of relationships, we are bound to encounter moments of adversity. It's like hiking up a mountain. The trail won't always be smooth, there will be steep climbs and rocky paths. These challenges come in various forms, from minor disagreements to major conflicts, from misunderstandings to life-altering events. These challenges, like the rocky paths of our metaphorical mountain, can seem daunting. They may even make us question the strength of our bond. But remember, diamonds are formed under pressure. Similarly, it is through weathering these storms that our bonds can transform into something more beautiful, more resilient. The key to strengthening a bond through challenges is resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. It's about understanding that challenges are an inevitable part of any relationship. It's about acknowledging the issue, addressing it head-on, and finding a resolution together. It's about not letting the conflict define the relationship, but rather how you navigate through it. Another essential element in this stage is patience. Patience allows us to pause, to take a step back and see the bigger picture. It helps us not to react impulsively but to respond thoughtfully. It gives us the space to understand our partners better, to empathize with them, and to find common ground. Overcoming challenges is not just about surviving the storm, but also about learning from it. Every challenge provides an opportunity for growth, for learning more about each other, and for strengthening the bond. It's about coming out of the storm stronger, wiser, and more united. So when faced with challenges, don't view them as roadblocks but as stepping stones. Embrace them, learn from them, and use them to fortify your bond. Remember, the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Overcoming challenges together is what makes a bond stronger and more resilient. Now that you've overcome the challenges, it's time to deepen the connection. This stage is about exploring shared interests and creating shared experiences. Picture this. You're sitting on a couch with a friend, both of you engrossed in a thrilling movie. Or perhaps you're both trying to reach the peak of a mountain, sharing the struggle and the exhilaration. These are shared experiences, moments that are amplified because they're lived together. They form the bedrock of a deep connection. But shared experiences are not just about doing things together. They're about understanding and appreciating the world through each other's eyes. It's about feeling the joy, the thrill, the fear, and the excitement together. It's about sharing a piece of your soul with someone else and in return, getting a piece of theirs. Now, let's talk about shared interests. Imagine finding someone who loves the same obscure indie band as you, or who's just as excited about quantum physics. This shared passion provides a common ground where you can connect on a deeper level. It gives you something to talk about, to discuss, to argue over, and ultimately to bond over. Shared interests and experiences are not just about having fun together, they're about understanding each other on a deeper level, about creating a bond that goes beyond the surface. So go ahead, explore those shared interests, create those shared experiences. They are the gateway to a deeper connection, to a bond that lasts. Shared experiences and interests are the glue that holds a bond together. The final stage is about maintaining the bond. This is where the real work begins. It's like being a gardener tending to a prized plant. You've planted the seed, nurtured the sapling, weathered the storm, and the plant has blossomed beautifully. But if you think your work ends here, you're mistaken. This stage is about continuous effort. Bonds, like plants, need constant care and attention to stay healthy. They require your time, your patience, your understanding, and most importantly, your love. You've built a wonderful connection, but maintaining it is the real challenge. Imagine if a gardener stops watering the plant after it has bloomed. What would happen? The plant would wilt and eventually die. The same applies to our bonds. If we stop putting in our effort, the bond weakens and might eventually break. So how do you maintain a bond? By being consistent. Consistency is key. Keep showing up, keep being there, keep caring, and keep loving. Be it a friendship, a romantic relationship, or a bond with a family member, consistency is what keeps the bond alive and thriving. And remember, it's not about grand gestures. Sometimes it's the small acts of kindness, the daily check-ins, the shared laughter, and the mutual respect that keep the bond strong and healthy. Remember, building a lasting bond is a journey, not a destination, so keep nurturing your bonds and they will reward you with a lifetime of happiness and fulfillment.